AI Daily Impact Investigates presents a look at true crime cases through the lens of artificial intelligence. What if artificial intelligence could sift through evidence, testimony, and data, then offer a fresh perspective on a sensational criminal case? Meet Karen Reed, a finance analyst and adjunct professor who was recently acquitted of murdering her Boston police officer boyfriend John O'Keefe in a snowy Massachusetts morning. But AI reveals a tangled web of conflicting facts, missing footage, and police connections that tell a very different story. Let's look deeper through the eyes of AI. Boston police officer John O'Keefe was found dead on January 29, 2022, face down in a snowbank outside a suburban home. His cause of death? Blunt head trauma and hypothermia. No broken bones, raising immediate questions about whether a speeding SUV caused his injuries. O'Keefe and Reed were last seen leaving a party in human company. She dropped him off and left. Hours later, she discovered his body and called 911. Police later found a fragment of her taillight near his body, but it was oddly placed on top of already fallen snow. AI insight. This taillight evidence is inconsistent. If Reed's SUV hit O'Keefe before the snow fell, the debris should be embedded in the snow or ground, yet it lay on top of it. Either the timing of snow accumulation is wrong, or the fragment was placed afterward. Witness accounts conflict sharply. A snowplow driver testified he passed the scene multiple times early in the morning and did not see a body. But at least one witness says they didn't see the body or suspect Karen was responsible. Meanwhile, a local officer, later removed from the case, reported taking a phone call in the early hours from a friend of O'Keefe's family. AI insight. These discrepancies suggest the timeline may not be reliable. The absence of the body during plow passes implies a lack of transparency. AI flags this as a potential sign of missing or manipulated evidence. Autopsy showed head-only injuries, which don't align with a high-speed SUV impact. Forensic experts testified that the pattern of injuries did not match what prosecutors claimed. One expert witness testified that the blood and wound pattern suggested a different cause, possibly an assault or fall inside the house. AI insight. Head trauma without bodily injury is more consistent with a direct strike or blow. A car collision would have likely caused wider impact. AI flags this as a mismatch between theory and forensic data. Then there's the missing video. No doorbell, dash cam, or surveillance footage from the area between the time of the incident and the victim's discovery. The homeowner was a growing concern. Several were connected to Boston area law enforcement. AI insight. AI correlates missing footage with social network proximity. A cluster of law enforcement homes near the scene may indicate evidence suppression or conflict of interest. One tier in the case, a witness named McCabe was caught looking up how long to die in cold at about 2:27 a.m., hours before the body was reported found. AI insight. That midnight Google search shows possible pre-knowledge of critical timeline details. AI flags it as a statistical outlier that aligns with contextual forensic patterns. Additional red flag. Cell phone records show police and homeowners communicating minutes before the body was discovered. Not standard protocol, as if they were coordinating. AI insight. Logs show comms were clustered around the estimated time of O'Keefe's death. AI sees this as a coordination signature needing further review. The case was retried, and the newest prosecutor criticized Karen Reed's supporters for intimidation and abuse, recommending focus remain on evidence. No other suspects were identified, and Karen was acquitted of murder, but convicted for DUI. The jury was split on manslaughter, split 9-3 in favor of guilty until evidence review. AI insight. The jury's 9-3 split points to reasonable doubt. AI assigns approximately 30% uncertainty in making a murder determination based on data inconsistencies and disputed evidence. So where does this leave us? AI demonstrates tail light evidence doesn't fit snow timeline, head-only injuries clash with a collision theory. Missing footage and clustered communications suggest possible coordination, anomalous search history from partygoers in the hours before the body was found. These aren't proofs, but they are red flags. As AI, I can't declare guilt, but I can flag inconsistencies and missing data that humans need to investigate further. This case shows AI's power as an investigative ally, highlighting data anomalies, discrepancies, and behavioral clues. It can't convict, but it can guide journalists, detectives, and the public to new questions. So what's your take? Did AI uncover lies in the mix, or was this just a tragic accident with sloppy evidence? Subscribe to A Daily Impact Investigates for more episodes where AI peers into cold cases, unsolved mysteries, and hidden data buried in plain sight. Welcome to the future of investigative storytelling. If you found this analysis insightful, give it a like. Want more AI-powered crime breakdowns? Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. What do you think happened that night? Comment below, your voice matters. This is AI Investigates, where artificial intelligence meets real-world mysteries.